Hello, everybody. Please, one at a time. Happy Quebec Day, everybody. It's Quebec's birthday today, like Independence Day, but for Quebec. So we're all going to meet at the Couche-Tard and have a party today. I hope everybody's well. Sorry I'm a little bit late, 1 minute late. You're watching the Bass Guy Show, now only on patreon.com/Bass Guy Show. That's right, and I don't need to do this for anybody because you're all Patreons if you're watching the replay. But I want to thank, you get all this stuff. Look at this, you get all this cool stuff. Working harder than ever before for like one or two people, but I'm having the time of my life. Can't find enough hours to fit in all the stuff I want to create and make. So I want to thank Luke, Stefan, Silver Serpent, and Pete, and for any future Patreons that want to join and support my music. I just made this graphic art just before the show, that's why it's not so beautiful or whatever, but if you're on my Patreon, does this pop up in Patreon, Stefan? I need to see it. Click on the video title. Said title, Larry. Click on the video title to open the live YouTube chat. That's it. We're going to get rid of all the gimmicks and whatnot. Hello, how's it going, Stefan in Slovakia? Everything works fine. It says no one's watching, but Stefan is commenting on the got a orange light on and a mattress over the window because of construction, but there actually is no construction today because today is Quebec Day. So happy Quebec Day. I need a sip of water and check it. This is going to be fun, Stefan, because it's just us watching, so it's kind to say hello to any replay viewers, like if Luke or Pete, the only people who can access this so far are 4 people. So I've been working 12 hours a day doing content, re-releasing new albums, all the best of Bass Guy videos from over the last 9.5 years. And I hope my lips, 1, 2, aren't out of sync. I clicked on the link I'm watching. It is false information. What is false information, Stefan?
After midnight, we gonna chuckle.
So I have to remember that I'm allowed to have a little bit of fun. I could put the camera angle on weird angles. But the orange light is not doing it for me. But whatever, it's fine. Oh, excuse me while I try and get some things ready here. Saint Jean Baptiste Day, it's called. Saint Jean Baptiste. The patron saint of Quebec, I guess. I don't know anything anymore. I stopped thinking and caring and listening and learning and other than music. I have fun doing the graphic arts and setting everything up and all that, so let me go over this once because this is also like just a note to myself on how things work. So Stefan, Silver Serpent, Pete, and Luke get to enjoy full live replays of new broadcasts. Live broadcasts every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Montreal time. We're live only on Patreon now. Song of the day. I'll be releasing a song almost every day. I've got about 300 or 400 probably songs, and I'm going to repackage them and re-release them, and they can only be heard here. I've pulled all of my stuff off the public internet. Behind the scenes footage, I keep making little videos almost every day of like what I'm up to. Like we were just cutting the lawn with the 1952 lawnmower, and there's construction going on. So updates on my personal life. I'll show you how I do my process and studio and all that. You get a monthly collection of 20 videos. So every month, Stefan, you get videos. I pick 20 from over the last 10 years, some new, some old, and I put them together and repackage them all and put them up so you can look through the playlists. And I post the playlist 2 or 3 times a month just to remind you that it's there. So recent and ancient content, we started in 2013, which means next year will be our 10-year mark. And unreleased music, albums, and audio tracks, like I said, and then photography of my music history and traveling and stuff when my before my spinal damage. So if you're watching this in Patreon or you see this in Patreon, you can click on the video title to open up the YouTube chat. Is that how you did it, Stefan? And I'm going to try to find a little bit of music here so I can read Stefan's comments. We'll just put on a background. So I have to get better at reading the comments, Stefan. Maybe I'll do a pop-out chat. I'll try this again, and then I'm going to zoom up the pop-out chat because the second screen I have here is pretty small. It's hard to fit everything in there because I also use it for music and stuff. And there should be a zoom button. Yeah, Google has added a zoom button at the top. There you go. But then it pops up the whole page, but that's okay too. So, everything works. I clicked on the Patreon link. I am watching. So, yeah, what happens when I go live, Stefan? I can't know that because I'm the guy going live. I clicked on the Patreon link. Okay, I'm watching. Your Patreon is just perfect. That nobody is watching. It is false information. Yeah, people do watch. That's the thing. Like when I this is the funny thing, Stefan, like I've pointed out before. I did 9.5 years of free shows. I mean, people did help and support and stuff, but sometimes it became about everything except music. And whenever I played music or talked, if I was silly, it would do well. So, and I got spinal damage. I'm getting old and tired, grumpy old crabbit man, and I don't have the energy to like do like circus shows every day. When I mean literally, like act like a circus, not the band. Nobody is watching. That's false information. Billy will join as well. So much stuff. Yeah, I hope Billy D comes back and sees this. I wasn't really. I've had my Patreon for a long time, but I was doing other stuff, focusing on all these apps and social media and Facebook and TikTok. So I left everything. I absolutely left everything except here on Patreon. Streaming through the YouTube to make it private, but through Patreon. Patreon's very closely linked up with YouTube. So you do the live chat on YouTube and then the replay and all that. And then I keep it private for Patreons only. It's a whopping $4 American. It works out, Stefan, to about 30 cents every live stream I do, which is about an hour and a half. 30 cents. I know it's a lot. I'll try and bring down the prices. And I really have been watching and researching for the first time the guy, the co-founder of Patreon, Jack, what is his name, Cody? And his band Pomplamoose and stuff. And cool, energetic, positive guy. He's helped musicians. Yes, I clicked on the YouTube logo. Yes, firstly I clicked the Patreon link, then it clicked on the logo, and I am... Okay, so it's intuitive. It's hot here. And orange today, with orange light on. So, while I'm talking, I'm getting the levels ready and everything. So yeah, sorry replay viewers, I'm just getting used to this. I'm getting into it. I've been having a rough time. I know I was saying to Stefan, when you're a broadcaster, you're supposed to be like, hey everybody, how's it going? And then quickly jump into music. And this is episode 1481 of the Bass Guy Show, live on patreon.com/Bass Guy Show. And yeah, this month I've completely, like, I put someone gave $1,000 to the show because no one was tipping at all for months. So some, great spirited wizard donated $1,000, and rather than spend it on food and clothing and soap and toilet paper, I spent it on this machine to help make the show better. And then just everything died. I think people took things personally, and like because I left my social media, that makes me a jerk. I feel like I quit cigarettes. I don't use Facebook. I left Twitter. I left TikTok. I left Instagram. I left all that stuff. And now I'm going to focus on doing this. And the guy from Patreon was saying, some artists who get millions and millions of views a month on YouTube and get fans and things going, and then they get their check in the mail and it's like $100. And there's this huge gap between the amount of energy creators put in. So I'm new here. more or less on Patreon, and I need to learn the culture. I was saying to Stefan, let's just think that Stefan, you and I, we just moved to the village of Patreon. We're new and we don't know anybody. So even though I'm completely skin broke, I have no toilet paper or food or anything, and I'm almost 50 years old and I'm working my fucking ass off all the time, and people are like, oh, Jack unfollowed me, and all stupid political personal reasons or whatever. If I have an opinion, you do anything. You perform Mozart upside down underwater, and people go, oh, this sucks, man. So it's kind of like that. And I want to leave that scene. I want to find people who actually like music, who know the names of musicians and what instruments they play and who produced the album and what year. And I don't want to talk about what kind of chicken burger or whatever, you know. Welcome home, BG. So yeah, we're new to our village, and so I'm gonna have to find a few Patreons. Maybe could probably afford 2 or 3. I'll support other Patreons and find out what they do and how they do it, and do more research and just relax and have fun. The big relief here is, Stefan, there's no trolls watching. A lot of people were like, I wouldn't go as far as calling hate watching, but my literal neighbors next door around me, and then the streets around, there's always 1 or 2 people that come up to me, oh, I've been watching your show. And then 3 years later pass, oh, I saw your show the other day. And then like some people are like that I don't know, who are in America or whatever, they've been watching for 8 years, and like 90% of them never have given a cent, nothing. And I'm not trying to do this to, I'm not trying to hoard money and make funds. I just so I can do art and music, because I like to do graphic arts. I like to play the drums, the bass, guitar, sing. I like to produce things. Like 8 years, and they've never given 1 cent. Some have. I'm not talking about those who have helped. You know who you are. But it can't just be the same 4 people helping. They get viewer fatigue, Jack fatigue after a while. Anybody would get fatigue from anything. If you had like 17 wives and a big pile of gold and you're swimming through it, you would get bored of that if that's all you did every day, or if the opposite, or whatever, You can't say anything anymore either. So there was the cancel culture. You get silently shadow banned. So there's just all these negative factors, and I'm coming on and I'm just trying to talk about how I feel and what am I experiencing. I'm not out to hurt anyone. If I say Donald Trump's a fucking idiot, well, that's because he is. I don't need 25 people telling me I'm wrong. That's just 25 people who are all mixed up in the head, basically. And I don't need that. I want to be able to be... And if you do, I have a friend who's a Donald Trump lover, and we're still talk to each other, because we understand that not all adults agree with each other, but doesn't mean you can't get along. And I had lifelong friends, everyone watching and talking about it, and this and that, but then nothing. No one was tipping. I made $9 in the last... I'm not even fucking joking. $9 in 3 months. So I've gone into Patreon. And 2 of the Patreons who are here aren't active or whatever, and that's cool, and I totally appreciate your support. I'd rather everybody join for $4 and get a little collection of 10 or 20 people, and we start a little community where we're not all fucking, sometimes people like give you your attention or time, or they help you, and then they hold it against you. I've never changed anything. I've always just been myself, and I've always just been me playing. And so when I get into the rhythm and everything's working and we have like 5 people watching, I'll come on and I'll quickly say hello and play guitar. But right now I just need to talk this out and get it all out. So what do you think about the Patreon experience so far, Stefan? There is a lot of stuff on my Patreon. I'm working. I gotta slow down. I don't want to bug you, Stefan or Luke. I put out like 10 posts a day almost, because there was nothing on there. So I'm trying to put out some good music, a good song of the day, a good video of the day, a good behind the scenes day, and then I'm going to do table talk. And I live from home and work. I wouldn't even call work, because I don't make any money. I work for free to entertain strangers. And then when I say, hey, I actually ran out of soap and toilet paper, hashtag not joking at all, everyone disappears. I said that, like, I've been doing this for 9 years, and as soon as I said, right now it's going to cost $4 for the month, 30 cents a show, everyone just fucks off and leaves and gone, So yeah, I'm productive, Stefan. I like to do things. I'm no one special. I can't tell you anything you don't already know. I'm not trying to prove anything. I don't care about validation or anything like that. I just want to be able to continue to make music. So if I'm doing what I'm doing, and I've always done it, and I'm always learning new things and trying new songs and different camera angles, and like this whole room used to be white and the whole room was green and now it's orange. Like we're doing things here, you know. I'm building. Started this show out of computers on the garbage. I'm no one special. We're all equal. But when I do my show, it's just like putting yourself out there for free, and then I get my analytics from YouTube, and I get like about 1,000 people watching a month. It's just for some people that's a big number, for some people that's tiny, but I get 1,000 people, and out of those 1,000 people, 0 people tip, and about 20 people troll me and give me shit. So by putting yourself out there, it's just like, hey, like fucking rip the shit out of me. And I come on Patreon, and I've been watching Jack, the owner's philosophies and everything, and he's talking about all the same things. It's not just me. The Montreal McGill Conservatory of Music is closing down because there's not enough music students. It's been open for 100 years. Music has changed. It's in trouble. People are going on TikTok and watching Disney and Netflix, and music has taken a back seat. Musicians are the thing in the background with the light shining out so you can hardly see them now. And if I talk about this or mention these problems, then I'm an asshole. So I'm playing for free online all the time, in pain with spinal damage, to get trolled. Fuck this shit, man. We're gonna fix things, Stefan. I'm loving Patreon because, one, it gets rid of all the fucking assholes who are being nice to me with expectations and conditions, and then people who are like literally trolling. All those fuckers are gone. And I can swear. And my next door neighbor, Mabel from the fucking convenience store, can't watch me or something like that, you know? And I'm not trying to be mean or hurt anybody's feelings, but that's what it's like. You know, oh, I saw your show again, and it's like 5 years pass. If I watch someone's show, or I have a musician or someone that I like, I support them. I'm not telling you, I don't want to be some grumpy guy saying, hey, you should pay me and whatever. I'm just talking about like if you're a baker or you're a mechanic or you're a doctor or something like that. You know, someone said, oh, Jack, you can't make money off your hobby. This is not my frickin' hobby. I've been doing this since I was 17 professionally. I might have my first gig on Sunday, and first gig in about 300 days. Oh, people think they have it bad. When the coronavirus came around, they gave everyone in Canada $2,000. When you're on disability, you get less than $1,000 to live off. After I pay my rent, I have like $5 left for the month. And so I thought, oh, I'll use my 35 years of teaching and touring and playing to come online and do something. And it worked. But then as soon as I started speaking about my feelings and my opinions and how, like, it's nice that people are trying to help, but I don't even make enough to pay my fucking internet bill. I make about $10 a month. They should have, that whole time, if everyone tipped 25 cents, I would be riding around in a Ferrari right now. Oh, shut up and be grateful. You can't make it your hobby. My hobby. And some local troll that I know, JB, thinks I don't know him, but I do, is trying to pretend to have a different character. And as soon as I said, like, I came online, I erased all my videos. I put up a quick 1-minute video saying, like, you know, I'm doing my first not free shows for the first time in a decade. And it's $4 a month, 30 cents a show. And the guy said, yo, he commented, oh man, you can't do that. You can't make us pay for this. Bring the old shows back, man. I'm so upset. It's like, first of all, it was fake. But if it was real, it would be like going into a food store and going, oh man, you want me to pay for this stuff? They would call the cops if you walked out with food and didn't pay. But with music, it's not tangible as a physical good, so I think that's what TikTok tries to fix. And I wish I did try TikTok 8 years ago, 5 years ago, and it didn't work. I didn't know how to do it, whatever. So this is my third chance try. And that's what the guy from Patreon was saying, that he failed and failed and failed. He calls it a dud. He had a million duds, and then out of the million duds, one thing worked. And then after another million duds. So it's like doing 1 billion hours of work, and then if you open your mouth and say, hey, this is fun and everything, but I'm dying and starving here with spinal damage, no one gives a shit, and they think you're an asshole for being negative. and for wanting, compensation for the free entertainment you provide. And then it is about community. I see the word community dropped everywhere. But when it's just community, and then the community is more important than the musician or the store or the car that you're buying, there's a balance. No, don't, Stefan. Anyways, I talked way too long today. I'm going to do a song by Daniel Lanois, who's the producer of the band U2. And he has an amazing debut album, like 25 years old, called Arcadia, which is the old name for New France, Quebec. And do you know the story of the Fille de Roi, Stéphane? The king of France brought over women to populate Canada. Interesting history of colonization. And there's a lot of talk here where, like, since Bill 101, the Quebec government has been, I call it a silent ethnic, no, what is it? Mild ethnic cleansing. He's talking again, shut up. They're slowly have been, since like the 60s, they've been slowly pushing all the English out of Quebec on purpose. They make you feel not welcomed and not wanting to be here. And they said that they're going to accept refugees from the Ukraine, but they have to do everything in French. So it's like, we'll help you with you running away from fascism by helping you with our fascism. And if you talk about it, you talk about anything now, man, you shoot yourself in the foot. Bunch of chickens, everybody. When I say everybody, I just mean a lot of people. Like everybody. When I say everybody, I mean 70%. It's like, that's what life is like. It's like people keep using air conditioners when it's hot outside because there's climate change and it's too hot. So then they all turn on the air conditioners and it heats up the whole frickin' planet. Like, where does this process of not understanding your actions? Wow. You know what really grinds my gears? I do not know almost anything in French history. Well, I'm going to shut up and play. I feel bad for talking so much. How am I doing so far, Stefan? This is our show. When people come in and there's a few people and there's more members in Patreon, I promise I will shut up and just play music. But it's hot here. I've been completely broke poor to the point where I'm losing weight, which is a good thing. But guitar strings, internet, I'm paying $200 a month just to keep this operating. I gotta find a way. I gotta find people who like talking like this and making music. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not an uneducated, misinformed idiot with too many opinions. I'm just talking how I feel. And this has been going on for a long time. So as soon as I stand up for myself and say, hey, I deserve to make, some grocery food money doing this, everyone just disappears. So that sounds like conditional support to me. And this is not my hobby. It is, but what I do. And I haven't been playing a lot lately because I've been to take off 10 years of all my stuff off of Bandcamp and YouTube and all this and rechange all the words and go on to, it's taken me about a month. At the same time I've been learning this, and there's been construction outside and no money. So the pain, it's great fun. But you know what? You just keep going, you keep getting up, and you keep doing it. And you just fail. That's the difference between what I'm getting at. And it's so easy for the people to say, you suck, or shut up, or don't talk about politics. Let's see you do it. Let's see you do something, to create something and put it in the world. It's actually a very selfless act to come on and perform live all the time and put out videos and everything for nothing. Not for nothing. I enjoy doing it. That's why I do it. I'll do it till the day I die. I've been doing it since I was like 12. Like a lot every day. It's what I do. Not just music, but the media and everything. And I suck as a business person. And also I tell the truth. So then people leave, It's like, oh, you're not American and right-wing like me? Then fuck off. That's the feeling I get from the majority of the people that used to watch. The right-wing truckers. There's a place for everything in the world as long as we don't hurt each other, right? 1, 2. Sorry, Stefan, for ranting. Today is a rant show. I'm going to title today's show, Jack Rants and Talks Shite. So there we go. And if I stop in the middle of a song, it's because there's sometimes construction going on, but today's a holiday, so. Here's a happy song, a happy sounding song about an alcoholic, abusive husband who fucks everything up, i.e., my childhood. Jolie, how do you do? Mon name is Jean-Guy Tibarou. Wait, I gotta start again. I'm late. I don't act like an idiot like this on purpose. It's hard doing this whole show by yourself every day, or every second day. Sometimes I rant, sometimes I don't. I have a piece of software that switches the cam for me, but for some, it's a handmade code thing from Germany called AT. For some reason, it keeps saving all my old settings for like months, so I gotta physically delete each one instead of just turning it on. So I usually need 2 minutes to do that, and I forgot. So there we go. Thank you for watching and supporting the Bass Guy Show. Thank you, Luke, Stefan, Silver Serpent, and Pete, and anyone from the past or present or the future. Let's try this. Thanks, Stefan. There's no one watching anyways. Well, not no one. You're someone, Stefan. I love you, brother. This is for Quebec Day. This is a song called My Jolie Louise. Jolie, how do you do? Mon name is Jean-Guy Tibarou. I come from east of Gatineau. My name is Jean-Guy Jolie. J'ai une maison à La Fontaine, where we will live if you marry me. Une belle maison à La Fontaine, where we will live if you marry me. Oh, till le matin au soleil, we'll work till work is done. Till le matin au soleil, I will work till work is done. Then one day, before man, he said, Jean-Guy, we must let you go. Et puis mon nom est pas bon dans le monde anymore. Oh, Louise, I'm losing my head. I'm losing my head. My kids are small, 4 and 3, and the bottle, she's more than me. I drink the rum till I can't see. It hides the shame Louise does not see. And the carousel turns in my head. Oh no, 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 no. And the rage turns in my head. And Louise, I stuck her down. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. En septembre 63, them kids are gone. So is Louise. Ontario did they go, near la ville de Toronto. And now the tears, they roll down to le jour. And I remember the days and the promises that we made. Oh, Louise, I'm losing my head, my Jolie How was that, Stefan? I hope that worked okay. It was basically like, you know, just being myself and playing music and sharing my life and everything. And then people were like, do this and don't do that, and be this and don't be this. And I've never changed, man. And then when I told people I had no money and I'm broke and it sucks and everything's going backwards, people said, shut up and play a song. Play a real song. So I'm going to try to turn all that bullshit and alchemy into making the show work again. So usually I just have fun like this. It's not a show, I'm just making music. So what's the fan saying? My first relationship was difficult. I drank a lot of alcohol, smoked a lot of cigarettes, and smoked pot. But Stefan, you've been clean for like 20 years now, so right on, brother. There was a lot of love as well, fortunately. If it wasn't love, it wouldn't be. No, you did well, Stefan. We're still here. We're brand new to the world of Patreon. And we're going to meet some new people in the community. Stefan, let's you and I in our spare time, which we don't have, try and meet some cool people on Patreon. Maybe some people with, you know, same kind of music and same kind of time zone or whatever. See what they're up to. Is it okay if I tell you my opinion? Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up. Shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker. Just jamming. My name is Jack, I'm the opposite of whack. I like to rap, and how about that? My mama thinks I'm cuckoo and my daddy thinks I'm lame. I said, people think of me all the same. I went to school and I'm acting like a fool. I got a bad grade, so they treat me like I'm late. I said 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, clock. Dickory, 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 dock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm just trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes it wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes it wonder how I keep from going under.
To become dependent on either, or use it as a tool to help you, yes, but don't become dependent on listening to music so that you can be present only when you listen to music. Don't become dependent on playing the instrument or dancing, beautiful thing too, moving your body. Don't become dependent so that you can only be present when you're actually dancing. Well, at least it's a wonderful thing, you can be present when you dance. When I listen to very little music, and why? Because the strange thing, I actually said that to somebody at that time who asked me the similar question, and I said, no, I don't listen to music much. That was at that time. Why not, she asked. Because it felt to me that all those things like music and art, they were all inside me in their, the essence of whatever.
So just a bit of a silly jam there. It's been an hour. I wanted to do another song, but I'm getting tired, I guess. I should go. I'll work on the song too. I hope you enjoyed today's little stream. Half an hour of me talking shit and ranting. My whole point about the talk before, Stefan, is that I'm a human being and I should have the right to do something and eat food. And it just over the years, it became more and more and more and more and more about the audience and less and less and less about the music. I don't care about me. I care about making music. So just a wee jam there. I hope you enjoyed, Stefan. You said you did, so that's great. It's getting hot here. It's been shitty weather for like 2 or 3 months, just raining and cold and construction and broke and everybody hating and trolling and no support. It's been a really fucked up last couple of months. So I'm going to focus on doing this and making better jams. See, I've been doing so much stuff changing over to Patreon that I haven't been able to focus on doing the music. So I'm going to do that soon, I hope. You did already, Stefan. So thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Don't be silly. I'm going to go now, okay? So thank you for watching. Thank you, Patreons, for supporting. We'll be back on Monday. Dziękuję bardzo, Stefan.